I think a lot of us were under the false impression that there were sirens or alarms or something
Correct.
down by the river. Can you tell me, is there any kind of early warning system when things get to flood stage?
No, there is no, and a lot of people aren't from here don't know. There is no alarms on anything like that. Well, we have flood control like 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet above that. There's markers like that, but there is no kind of system that gives you any kind of warning.
So it's pretty much up to officials to just have the National Weather Service alert system on their phones or something.
That, and then when we know, I mean, I've been through several floods, you know what I mean, and when it's raining, we have deputies out. We start sending them to that area. They'll go to the bridge and say, oh, hey, we're 3 feet over, we're 5 feet. We'll start sending resources to that area so we can kind of monitor that water and stuff like that. As you've probably heard several times, this was in the wee hours of the morning. You know what I mean? Perfect storm being this is a holiday. It was a holiday weekend. We have camps going. That's one of our biggest things in the summer. 4th of July weekend, extra people here. Our normal summer campers are here. At that time in the morning, it happens. Within 2 hours, we're flooding. And that's kind of what got us.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that having alarms or sirens would do any good?
It'd have to. I don't think it hurt. You know what I mean? Look at where we're at. I mean, it would hurt. Maybe they would hear those sirens, that would let them know and notify them, so they could start getting out of there earlier. So yeah, the question, it probably would.
Because a lot of us have been, laying awake at night thinking, what could have helped in that situation? And I'm sure that you have.
Oh, yeah.
In the future, can you think of anything that might help us reduce fatalities?
Well, it would be some type of alarm system. It would have to be. On a positive note, I just left just like I said, left the Lieutenant Governor. He just had a meeting prior to coming down here with the Governor. They're going to be having a special session. In that special session, they're going to talk about maybe funding some of those systems for counties and cities.
And I know that after 1987, some were put in, but is it elsewhere in Kerr County, like near Comfort or something, that there was some kind of siren system at one point?
Oh, really? That's Kendall County, but I can tell you I don't know of one here in Kerr County.
Okay.
I mean, that's Kendall County.
So that's just over the county lines where they were in Comfort. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
I know we don't have anything.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to ask you about was early on I asked if you had any idea of how many people you were looking for total, and there was no way you could tell because there's people who you didn't even know were camping in the area. But you have had this phone number set up for a few days where people can report people that are unaccounted for. Do you have any ballpark from the people that have called up how many might be out there?
No, I don't have that number. I wish I could do, I will get that updated number. I know it won't help you at this time, but no, I don't. Mm-hmm. How many, like you say, call asking, hey, I haven't seen this person, I haven't seen that person. No, I don't. I mean, no, I don't.
Last question.
That's fine.
Are we close to the end of this search, or do you think we still have substantial time to go?
Oh, no, this search will go for a long time. I said, like I keep saying, we're under a search and rescue mission at the time. I look for that to change in the near future, more of a search and recovery. As we indicated, we're still under a primary search, more of a quick search. We're looking for anybody's alive, boom, boom, boom. When we transition to a search and recovery, it'll be more methodical, slow search, turning every leaf, every stuff like that. It's got to be coming soon. We're in day 4.
All right. Well,